Welcome guys. Today I have for you a Studer model RM250. This machine is wired for 220 volts and we'll just get right into it. First thing I'd like to mention is the fact that this machine is not a hydraulic based machine, as it does run off of belts and pulleys, as you can see underneath. From there we'll get our spindle going, and now we could go ahead and choose whichever cycle that we'd like to go in, whether it's a traverse continuous or a traverse to where it feeds on just one side, and then lastly a plunge cycle. Off to the side right over here we do have a fine feed dial, the spark out dial that I have set for a couple seconds that will also be demonstrated in this video. So I'm just going to go ahead and bring it on down to our plunge setting, where we could go ahead, pull this lever to our desired feed, and then we can go ahead and see that our machine is feeding right over here. Feeds in very slowly, but once both these lines line up, we'll go ahead and get into spark out. So if you just want to wait a couple seconds, we'll go ahead and demonstrate that. And that's the end of the spark out cycle. As you can see, the head retracts and our work head over here comes to a stop. So from here, I'll go ahead and show you a continuous traverse cycle. So same concept, go ahead and pull, and then our machine will go ahead and feed as well. Same concept, as it will just go all the way down to the line and go into spark out. You can see with the pull of this lever, you can bring our travel down a little bit more to our desired feed, and we do have a dog off to the side to stop you. So just in a couple seconds, it will go ahead and do the same thing as it did in the spark out in the plunge cycle. Any second now. And yeah, so just real quick, I'd like to show it feeding on any other side, as I just mentioned before. So in just a couple seconds, again, this machine will do the same thing, spark out when it's done hitting its zero. The cycle does take a little bit longer, so for video purposes I will just be cutting it because it will just do the same thing. It'll go on down to its spark out and then retract itself as it did before. So again, this is going to be our Studer model RM250 wired for 220 volts. Thank you. Have a wonderful evening.